Set to go there, Joe.
Who's Jay Cochran?
All set, sir.
Good afternoon. I'm now going to call the Wednesday, May 14th, 2025 meeting of the Norfolk County Commissioners to order. I'm going to read the motion on executive order on remote participation. On March 28th, 2025, Governor Healy signed into law House Bill 62, an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, which included a 2-year extension of the option for public bodies to hold remote meetings by suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law. Excuse me. Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Sections 18 through 25. That action was effective immediately, extending the current option for remote meetings through June 30th, 2027. Live and remote. Thank you. I'm going to ask everyone to rise and please join me in saluting the flag.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Call the roll. Commissioner Stady,
I am present, sir.
Commissioner Collins.
Here.
And Commissioner Shea is present. We have a quorum. We have executive session today with 3 different subjects in executive session.
You want me to make the motions, Joe?
There's 3 motions, sure. Go ahead, Commissioner Collins,
Okay, so,
on the motion. First one.
can we take all 3 of them together when I make this motion? Do that? Okay, so I'm gonna make 3 separate motions
Correct.
and we can vote on them after I've made all 3. First motion is a motion to go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21, subsection A, subsection 1. Discuss the reputation, character, physical condition, or mental health rather than professional competence of an individual, or to discuss the discipline or dismissal of, or complaints or charges brought against a public officer, employee, staff member, or individual. That's motion 1. Motion 2. Motion to go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, subsection A, subsection 3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining with ASME Council 93, Local 2417 Maintenance, Engineering, and Registry Units. If an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the public body, and the chair so declares. And the third motion is to go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21, subsection A, subsection 3, to discuss strategy with respect to litigation. If an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares. So those are the 3 motions that I've made. Richard?
Yes, I'll second each of the motions as presented by Commissioner Collins.
On the motion, on 3 motions, we're going to take a roll call vote. Commissioner Stady, 3 times.
Yes, I vote yes for each respective motion offered by Commissioner Collins.
I also vote yes for all 3 motions.
And I'm going to vote yes for all 3 motions, so it is unanimous. We are going to go into executive session. Our local counsel, our general counsel's here. Counsel on item number 1 is here. Peter Summers, and on the Zoom, we have our labor counsel. So, we're back on the record on our Wednesday, May 14th, 2025 meeting. We're out of executive session. We're on item number 4 on the agenda. Minutes. I want to tell you that none of the minutes are ready from last week, so we'll take a motion to review those next week.
Move to table the minutes approval next week.
Motion made and seconded to table minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
We'll get to them next week. Number 5 is appointments. I have none. Number 6 is public comment. Each week at our meeting, we have a session of public comment. If anyone out in Zoom land has any public comment, or anyone that wants to come in and speak to us for public comment, then we can do that too. Now is the time, if you're in Zoom land, so to speak. We don't have anyone in person here today. Last call for public comment. Seeing none, we're gonna go to number 7, all business. I have none. Number 8, personnel matters for consideration. We have 4 or 5. Commissioner Stady.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
At Wallaston Recreational Facility, I'd like to move the notice of contingent employment for Nicholas Antinous, a seasonal golf course associate, at the rate stated effective date 5/15/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is not passed.
Mr.
Yes,
Chairman,
next.
I'd like to move notice of termination for Marion Conroy as seasonal golf associate at the rate stated effective date 5/8/25. So moved.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote. Next.
Under maintenance, introduction of John Davis, our new night custodian.
And John is here with us. Come on up,
John.
John.
Okay,
Just saying hello. How are you? Have a
I'm
seat.
fine.
Nice to meet
Nice to meet you.
John, Commissioner.
Hey, John, welcome aboard.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Commissioner Shea.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, John.
Shea.
John Cronin, you met.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Want a hot seat?
John,
Let's have a hot
welcome.
seat.
Yeah.
You're joining us. You're already working, right?
Yes. My
Okay.
second week.
Okay. Just saying hello. We like to put a name with a face, of course. And,
Okay.
we're proud of our crew and they do a good job.
Yes.
And we're happy you could join us.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here also.
Okay.
A little of your background, where you came from, John?
Yeah, if you want, share that with us.
My background, where I used to work.
Yeah,
Yes.
wherever you
Anything.
want.
Well, in '74, I was the manager of the Keystone Building, 99 High Street.
Oh, yeah.
So they asked me to sign a contract that wasn't so good in my favor. So I knew a good lawyer, a friend of mine, Chester Darling. Y'all probably know Chester Darling. He was the attorney for all of that stuff that was going on in South Boston back in the days. He was the attorney.
Hmm.
Yes, but anyway, so I showed him the contract, and he says, "I was you, I wouldn't sign it." So he asked me, "Have you ever thought about going into commercial cleaning for yourself?" I said, "No, not really. At my age." So I thought about it, and I did it. So I went in business in 1974, and started doing small places, restaurants. And so I left 99 High Street, the Keystone Building. So when I left there, we was doing some work for a man called Ted Raymond. Now, Ted Raymond is the man that put up the transportation building. So him and I, we hooked up. And ever since we hooked up in 1977, he was buying buildings. He bought the Extra Street Theater on Newberry Street, and he was buying them, and I was cleaning them. So then in one of his buildings, in the mansion, the Oliver Ames Mansion, 306 Dartmouth Street. So that was one of my buildings that I was cleaning for him. Then he bought a mansion on Com Ave, and I was cleaning that. So make a long story short, so I started working for him. And I worked for him for over 40 years.
Wow.
But I met CBT Architect. I'm sure y'all know CBT Architect. They put up that building in the back of the Prudential. They got the Cheesecake Factory in it with that beautiful design.
Beautiful.
And
Yeah.
they also renovate their old headquarters on Berkeley Street, the police old headquarters.
Oh, yeah. They made it a hotel.
Yes, they renovated that. And and their office was in the mansion, but they got so big that they went to 110 Canal Street, and I went with them there. So like I said, I work for CBT Architect, and they also is redeveloping Suffolk Downs. Yes. Yeah. But how we lost contact when they was at 110 Canal Street, and that was 7 floors, and I was working for him. And Joe owned the building Bill Works. I don't know if you ever heard of Bill Works. They everywhere in Hingham, Fenway. So anyway, so Joe sold the building. Joe sold the building, and right before the pandemic, Joe sold the building. So CBT got scared, and because they didn't know who bought the building, so they started looking for space. But like I said, I've been working for CBT Architect for 45 years, and after Joe sold the building, they started looking for space to carry me with them. But thing they was running out of time and everything. And like I said, CBT Architect, they had 200 employees in 110 Canal Street. So they was looking for a bill. So they found a building in Charlestown, Pier 6, and it was one empty floor where they could have all of their 200 employees on one floor. They do, when they put up a building, they do all the interior decoration. They do everything. So to make a long story short, the building that they moved in already had cleaners. So they couldn't take me with them. So like I said, it was a big contract and I lost it.
And
And
here you are.
yeah, and that's
There we
why
go.
I'm here.
All right. Well, you
Yeah.
definitely know cleaning. You've been
Yeah.
around it for a while, though. It's
Yeah,
good.
I have
Yeah.
all my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Cleaning is an art. You look for things to do. Yeah. And you just don't clean the same thing every night, because everything needs cleaning once in a while.
Yep.
I just love doing it.
Good.
And I'm happy to be here.
That's great.
Yes.
All right, well, we're happy to see you, John, and again, we have a good crew and.
Yes.
Yeah.
I met them all. I know I didn't work with them all. Frank, Mike, Billy, Rick. Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yes. Yes.
So you're here in Dedham then in the evening?
Yeah, I'm in Dedham right here.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
I've been cleaning. I clean here. I've been in all 4 places. Yes.
So it's
Okay.
working out okay, right?
Yes, working out great.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
welcome.
Well, use
Thank
all
you.
that
We just wanted to
knowledge
say
and
hello.
energy and keep the
Yes.
place clean.
Yes.
And we wanted
I
to
will.
make sure we said
I'm
hi.
looking to make a difference.
All right.
Yes.
Excellent.
Thank
John.
you. Nice to meet you.
Thank
All
you
right,
very
John.
much.
Same
Thank
here.
you.
All right.
Nice to meet you, sir.
God bless y'all
All
guys.
right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you.
Peter.
Thank you very much. Keep up the good work.
I will.
All right,
All right.
thank you.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Have a blessed day.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bless
Bye-bye.
you. Very good.
So the next item, Joe, was fiscal year vacation carryover requests from maintenance union employees.
Correct, several.
So do you need me to list those names or just to say that we've considered them and we're,
I would recommend a vote that is inclusive of all the requests as presented to the commissioners without naming names.
all right, that's my motion.
Okay, want to mention how many requests you received?
I
Yeah,
have one.
it's,
And I'll tell you the request, Richard.
Okay.
One,
I think
two,
I have it. It's just a total number.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 requests,
Okay.
and with different dates asked to be carried over up to the contract limit.
Okay.
And this is per the contract.
That's right.
This is the issue that
I'll make the
I'm
motion.
working, getting it down over the years. How's that going?
I'll make the motion that we approve those.
All right,
So motion made by Commissioner Collins to approve said request for vacation carryover pursuant to our current contract with Stan.
I believe the number is 9 commissioners.
9, total 9 altogether. All right, motion made. I second it. That's fine.
okay. Motion made and seconded on the
Names.
vacation carryover request of the maintenance employees. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay.
9, payroll and expense warrant.
All right,
Commissioner
Mr. Chairman, we have
Stady.
4 items on the warrant list of 51425, starting with the first one. I move approval of the payroll of the county 25-20-45, the sum $148,995.78. So moved.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote. Next.
Move approval of payroll of the school of 25-25, parentheses 23, the sum $384,979.07. So moved.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote.
Third, expense of the county of line 050225, the sum $8,414.42. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote.
And last, expense of the school 25-11, the sum $155,529.07. So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote.
That concludes that, Mr. Chairman.
Number 10, report from the procurement department,
Nothing today.
bid openings and contracts, nothing on the procurement department. In your packet is your February 2025 trial balances for our acceptance. Review it. Total is $30,996,497.75
And 55 cents.
and 55 cents.
I'll make that motion.
No, it's 75 cents.
Oh, you know what? I looked at the earlier page, it's
Yeah.
55,
It's,
and the second page is 75. All right, I'll make that motion.
so motion made, I'll second that. 30,990, was it 99?
996, 497.75.
197.75.
Motion up to 31. Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
The fiscal June 30th, 2025 is accepted, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Trial balance. Okay, report of the county director.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a reminder, this afternoon at 5 o'clock, the Norfolk County Advisory Board and Finance Committee will begin their work to consider and vote on the FY26 budget, starting at 5 o'clock with Finance Committee, following at 6 o'clock with the Advisory Board at the Agricultural High School. The FY25 close is starting to occur. As the commissioners observed, we have about 6 weeks to go in fiscal year 25. I want to announce to the department heads that might be listening, they'll be hearing from our CPO, Maureen McCune, soon on proper closure timelines for encumbrances and other procurement items as we approach June 30th. I would like to announce to the commissioners, the Dedham District 4 Building Management System is coming to a close. This project started earlier this year. This was a $800,000-ish dollar project funded through ARPA funds that provides a building management diagnostic system into the Dedham District Court to help us understand and control HVAC-related systems. The IT people are finalizing the work involved with connecting the diagnostic tools to the system. We might still have some last-minute valve work to do. We're evaluating whether any of the valves may have some asbestos on them. That's currently being vetted. But I want to let you know that the project is moving along, and we hope to have it completed quite shortly. The disaster recovery room here in Dedham is getting ready over in Walpole to receive the new product, including material to ensure continuation of operations. The electrician is finishing his work. I was talking to him yesterday. He's got a little bit more to do to finish up the readiness of that space, at which time the transfer of the Dedham disaster recovery room on the first floor will be transferred hopefully within the next 2 to 4 weeks. And as the commissioners know, new shelving has been ordered. We expect that to be in another month or so and installed in mid to late June. And at that time, we'll start operationalizing that space as a centralized filing destination that has been envisioned. And then finally, the FY24 audit is nearing completion. I do expect work to be done well before the end of the fiscal year, but as they've wrapped up their work on our books, they're starting some site visits. I believe they're planning or have already started work at a site at the recreational Walton Recreational Facility to look at their operations, as well as the Registry of Deeds, looking at cash operations, how the various units handle cash. So that is all part of the contract, and we expect those results hopefully in the next month or so. That's all I have.
Any questions of the county director? Comments? You can close that. Thank you. Number 13. Emergency items, any topics the chair did not reasonably anticipate? I have none. We are scheduled to have a 5 p.m. meet at 5 p.m. with the retirement.
Finance
Finance committee.
Finance board, board of directors, and then at 6 is the full meeting. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn at 2:15.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor? Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.